BMX didn't sort of come into my life until about I was 12 or 13. I moved close to the skate park. My brother started going down there, and so I started going down there with him. And I just enjoyed it. It was just sort of the hangout spot over those few years. I enjoyed the progression of it. And yeah, I enjoyed traveling to different skate parks and riding and learning new tricks, and it just sort of, I stuck with it, and it ended up being what it is today, which is more than I could have ever imagined. You get an adrenaline rush every time you ride. It really is like a special feeling. It's always been something special, so I've always stuck with it. You know, everyone's working hard, everyone's training at the gym, eating properly, and really looking to gain more benefits for themselves, not just go to the skate park and ride and then that's it. They've actually really taken it as a professional sport, which is really cool to see, because I've been doing that for a number of years now, and a lot more people are now doing that, so it's really cool to see. Going back to the roots of BMX, it wasn't as professionalized as it is leading into the Olympics. There's a lot of skate parks where you can go and just hang out and chill, or you can go to a better skate park and train. So there is so much diversity within BMX that you can keep the roots where they are and also treat it professionally as well. So last year I did have two pretty bad injuries that made me miss a few events, and it was literally like I hurt myself a week or two before actually going away to these events, and I did both those injuries because I was trying to learn a new trick that I hadn't done for a little while. So my experience on that was not to try and learn new tricks so close to an event. This year my main goal is to stay injury free as much as I can, obviously. But yeah, just not to sort of do it too much, not try and learn new tricks and get out of my comfort zone too much before, you know, a week or two before events. It's a little bit silly, but that's what I learned from that last year. I didn't think I was going to be a dad at 25, but it happened, and we planned for it. It was just sort of, it was right. It felt right, everything felt good. Yeah, having a few injuries last year, the time off, I could obviously spend more time at home while Kimberly was pregnant and stuff like that. And yeah, now, so obviously I've still got to travel and stuff. The baby is here. Kimberly understands that, which is really good. Obviously I wouldn't be able to do it if she didn't understand as much as she does, but she supports what I do and knows that I do have to travel, and the goal is the Olympics, so the important events I have to attend. But yeah, it's amazing being a dad. I'm only 2 weeks in right now, but it is really something special. So I have 132 hours. I don't know how many little pieces are all joined together, but yeah, I have a full body suit from my wrist down to my ankles, and yeah, it took just under 5 years in total to do it, from about 18 to 23. I've always sort of liked the look of tattoos. When I first started getting tattoos, I started with a sleeve and my other sleeve, and it just sort of eventuated into what it was because I was enjoying getting tattooed, enjoying the way I was looking with tattoos, and it's actually really deep in my family. So my uncle tattooed my whole body. My grandma was the first tattooist in Australia. My pop was a tattooist. My uncle, my aunties, my cousins are all tattooists. So it sort of runs deep in the family as well. Yeah, winning that jersey was absolutely unreal. That's to date my biggest achievement, I think. Yeah, to win the first ever one is something like extremely special to me, and it sounds funny to say, but I didn't know how bad I wanted to win that event until I won it.
There's the score, 93.84. Joseph Sanders, ladies and gentlemen, Logan Martin is your champion.
And then I won the jersey, won the medal, and I'm like I really didn't know how special it was going to be, but to date, that's the biggest achievement. It's getting more difficult now. The progression of the sport is obviously increasing, and my riding over the last few years has sort of stayed. It's stayed high, but it's stayed the same, I guess, and that comes down to a lack of facilities back home. So what I've actually done in the last couple of weeks was build a skate park in my backyard, where I can increase my riding and my skills, and and just stay on top of the game as well. Next year, the first ever Olympics, it would be obviously unreal to win a gold medal there, the first one in freestyle as well. That's the main goal, so I'm working extremely hard to get to that point. And yeah, it's unreal for the sport. It's going to bring a lot more publicity to freestyle BMX and show it on a whole different spectrum. So it's going to be amazing.